Hello students, in my last video you have studied about the plane mirror, spherical mirror and the formation of image by the plane mirror. In this portion you will study about the image formation by the spherical mirror. First of all you should know what are spherical mirror. Spherical mirror have curved reflecting surfaces, concave surface and the convex surface. Concave mirror and the convex mirror can be compared with the spoon. The inner surface of the steel spoon is concave and the outer surface, that is the bulge surface of the steel spoon, is convex. So without wasting time, pause the video and take a large shining spoon from your kitchen and try to view your face in its curved surface. Do you get the image? Is it smaller or larger? You will find that in the inert surface of the steel spoon you will obtain the inverted image. On the outer surface of the steel spoon you will obtain an erect image. Now move the face away from the mirror and again observe the image. How does the size of the image changes? Repeat the activity on both the surfaces. Then compare the characteristic of the image. So the inert surface of the steel spoon can be compared with the concave mirror, and this one, the outer surface of the steel spoon, can be compared with the convex mirror. Here in the picture you can see that this is concave mirror. The image formed by the concave mirror is real and inverted image. At all position when it formed real and inverted image, but when the object is very near to the mirror it is also forming virtual image, whereas convex mirror always form virtual image and erect image. Before studying about the image formation by the spherical mirror ray diagram, you must be aware with the following components of the spherical mirror. What are spherical mirror? They are the part of the hollow glass sphere of which one part is polished. This is the concave mirror where the outer surface, bulged surface is polished. This is the convex mirror where the inner surface, that is the curved surface, is polished. In concave mirror, the reflection takes place from this inner surface. This is called as the aperture of the mirror. The reflecting part of the mirror is called as the aperture. This is the convex mirror. The reflection takes place from this bulge surface. This is the aperture of the convex mirror. Now since it is a hollow part of a hollow sphere, it is having center of curvature, this C. It is the center of curvature of the mirror. This is the center of curvature of the convex mirror. The line passing through, imaginary line which is passing through the center of the curvature, passes through the pole. What is pole? The center point of the aperture of the mirror. This is the pole, center point of the aperture of the mirror. Principal axis, that is the imaginary line which passes through the center of curvature and the pole. This is the principal axis. Now, another terminology you must be aware of: focus. What is focus? Here in this image, this is the figure. This is convex mirror. The parallel rays are falling on the convex mirror. Convex mirror, you know that it is diverging mirror. It diverges all the rays. And when we are extending these rays, they appear to meet at this point. This is called as the focus of the convex mirror. Here, this is concave mirror. When the parallel rays falling on the concave mirror, the reflected rays meet at a point called as the focus. So what is focus? It is the point where the parallel rays after reflection from the mirror either really meet or appear to meet. This point is called as the focus. Then the focus of the convex mirror is behind the mirror. The focus of the concave mirror is in front of the mirror. The distance between the pole and the focus is called as the focal length. This distance, pole and the focus, is called as the focal length. Now, what is concave mirror? It is a spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved inward, and light rays which are parallel to the principal axis after reflection from the mirror meet at a point on the principal axis. That is, they converge at a point on the principal axis. That's why it is called as the converging mirror. What is a convex mirror? It is a spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is bulged, and the light rays which are parallel to the principal axis after reflection from the convex mirror get diverges and appear to come from a point behind the mirror. This is the point from which these rays are appearing to diverge from this point. That's why convex mirror is called as the diverging mirror. Next, before drawing the ray diagram for the image formation, better you pause the video and sit with a pen and the paper along with the scale. So what are the rules? There are certain rules for the image formation, means the reflected ray will follow certain rules after getting reflected from the mirror. This rule, when the light ray, first rule, passes through the focus, this is the focus of the concave mirror, after reflection from the mirror, it becomes parallel to the principal axis. This is the principal axis. How will you draw? This is using a scale. You will draw a line, mark pole, center of curvature, and exactly between pole and center of curvature you will mark focus. For example, the distance between pole and the focus, if 2 cm, the distance between focus and the center of curvature will also be 2 cm. So these rays are passing through the focus. After reflection from the concave mirror, it is rendered parallel to the principal axis. This is convex mirror. The rays falling on the convex mirror appear to passing through the focus. After reflection, it becomes parallel to the principal axis. Second rule, the light ray falling on the concave mirror is parallel to the principal axis. This is the principal axis. The light ray is parallel to the principal axis. After reflection from the mirror, it passes through the focus. This is convex mirror. Again, the light rays are falling parallel to the principal axis. After reflection from the mirror, it appears to diverge from the focus. When you are extending this rays, it appears to diverge from this focus. This is the second rule. Next rule, in the concave mirror, when the ray of light is passing through the center of curvature, this is the pole, center of curvature, and the focus. How you can draw the ray diagram? Make a line, mark center of curvature. Suppose you are marking it at 4 cm to 2 cm distance between C and F, between F and P also 2 cm. At pole, you can, using a compass, you can make an arc. So when the light rays are passing through the center of curvature, it retraces its path. It goes back in the same path. Why? Because it is falling normally to the surface. So whenever the incident ray falls normally to the surface, it retraces its path. That is, angle of I is equal to angle of R, that is 0 degree. Here also convex mirror, the light rays are appearing to pass through the center of curvature, so it will also retrace its path. Another rule that in a concave or a convex mirror, the ray of light directed obliquely, when it is falling obliquely on the pole of the mirror, it reflects obliquely, making equal angles with the principal axis. That is, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Here also convex mirror, the light ray falling obliquely at the pole of the mirror, it is reflected obliquely in such a way that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Now, following these rules of reflection for the image formation, you can draw the image formation by a concave mirror. First, at different position, you will draw the image formation. First position, when the object is at infinity, here again take a pen and the pencil or the pencil and a scale. Draw a line, mark center of curvature, focus and the pole in such a way that the focus is exactly between center of curvature and the pole, and at the pole you can make this arc concave which is curved inside. This distance must be taken into care, then exactly the position of the image will be same. So when the object is at infinity very far, the rays from infinity are parallel. So parallel rays are coming from infinity. The parallel rays, according to the laws of reflection, they will pass through the focus. It means where is the image formed? At the focus. What is the size of the image? Highly diminished, very small. Since the rays here, you can see that the rays are really meeting at a point, so it is real image and inverted image. So when the object is at infinity, the image is formed at the focus, which is very small, real and inverted. Next position, the object is placed beyond C. Any object, if any object is beyond C, where is the image formed? Again, you will draw in the same way. The object is beyond C. The light rays, many light rays come out of the object, but we will plot only two rays because more than two it will be again very complicated. So one ray, that is the ray which is parallel to the principal axis, after falling on the mirror it will be pass through the focus. ऐसा बनाना है, एक रे निकालिए जो प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस के पैरेलल है. After reflection it will pass through the focus. Using scale and pencil you can draw. Another ray which is passing through the center of curvature, after reflection from the mirror it will retrace its path. तो पेंसिल से हम ये बनाएंगे एक रे जो कि C से पास होगी. After falling on the mirror it will reflected back in the same path. ये कहाँ मीट होती दिख रही है आपको? दो रे, ये दोनों रे मीट हो रही है between F and C. So image is formed somewhere between F and C. What is the size of the image? Small size image. Real and inverted. Since the rays are meeting, real है, inverted है और size छोटा है. Next is when the object is at C. धीरे धीरे object को हम पास ला रहे हैं mirror के, है ना? तो इमेज देखिए आप क्या होती जा रही है, बड़ी होती जा रही है. तो ऑब्जेक्ट इज प्लेस्ड एट C. दिस डिस्टेंस मस्ट बी इक्वल. पेंसिल पेन स्केल यूज करके आप ये बनाएंगे. अगर ये डिस्टेंस बराबर है तो एग्जैक्टली इसी पोजीशन पे इमेज बनेगी. C and F, अगर इसको आपने 2 सेंटीमीटर लिया, द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन पोल एंड द फोकस मस्ट ऑल्सो बी इक्वल टू 2 सेंटीमीटर. Again this is the object you have placed at C. एक एरो हेड बनाइए, फाइनाइट ऑब्जेक्ट. इस ऑब्जेक्ट से दो रे आपको निकालनी है. वन इज पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस. आफ्टर रिफ्लेक्शन इट विल पास थ्रू फोकस. Another ray you can draw passing through the ray of light which is passing through the focus. So after reflection from where shall it pass? It will become पैरेलल टू द प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस. जहाँ कहीं भी मीट हो रही होगी वहाँ इमेज बनेगा. एंड इफ दिस डिस्टेंस इज इक्वल you have taken, then exactly the image will be formed here only, that is at C. Now what is the nature of the image? Real, inverted. What about the size? Exactly of the same size. Next, When the object is between F and C, where is the object placed? Between F and C. Again दो ray हम plot कर सकते हैं. एक parallel है principal axis के, which is passing through the focus after reflection. Another ray which is passing through the focus after reflection, it will become parallel. In this figure you can see that they are meeting somewhere beyond C. And what about the size? Enlarged, magnify हो रही है अब इमेज. ऑब्जेक्ट पास आ रहा है, इमेज बड़ी होती जा रही है, enlarge होती जा रही है. enlarged है, real है and inverted है. Next, when the object is placed at F, again और पास आ गई ऑब्जेक्ट. So two rays you can draw, one which is passing through the pole, so making equal angle, it will be reflected from the pole. So this angle will be equal to this angle. Another ray you can draw which is passing through the center of curvature. So it will retrace its path on extending. So अब इसको extend जब करेंगे, you will find that they will meet somewhere at infinity here out of the board. It means it is forming at infinity. Where is the image formed? At infinity, which is highly enlarged, real and inverted. Next, when the object is placed between pole and the focus, exactly in between आप रखेंगे ऑब्जेक्ट को, that is अगर ये फोकस एंड पोल के बीच का डिस्टेंस 2 सेंटीमीटर लिया तो 1 सेंटीमीटर में आप ये ऑब्जेक्ट रखिए और ये रे डायग्राम बनाइए. Again you can draw two rays, one which is passing through the pole. After reflection it will reflect in such a way that angle I is equal to angle R. Another ray you can draw that is passing through center of curvature. It will retrace its path after reflection from the mirror. Extend करेंगे तो ऐसा लगेगा कि it is retracing its path. Now these two rays यहाँ in front of the mirror, they are not appearing to meet, they are going far away from each other. It means the image will not form in front of the mirror, but when you are extending these rays, they appear to meet at this point, means this is the image point. So where the image is formed? Behind the mirror. अभी फिगर में देखा था हमने, है ना, when the object is placed very near to the mirror it form virtual and erect image. This is virtual and erect image, magnified image. In this position, when object is placed very near to the concave mirror, it appears very big and magnified image is formed. So hope you have drawn all the ray diagram at different position. Now, the image is formed by the convex mirror. When the object is convex mirror always form virtual and erect image, and always the erect image formed by the convex mirror is highly diminished, small in size. Just now you have seen in the ray diagram the virtual image formed by the concave mirror is magnified, but the virtual image formed by the convex mirror is always diminished. Wherever you keep the object, somewhere at infinity this object is placed. Two rays you can draw, one is parallel to the principal axis, so it will pass through the focus. It is reflected in such a way, diverged in such a way from the mirror, when you are extending it appears to pass through the focus. One ray. Another ray, this is coming out of the object. On extending, it appears to come from center of curvature after reflection. So where is the position of the image here when these two rays are meeting? Behind the mirror. They are meeting behind the mirror. And what is the nature? Virtual, erect, size highly diminished. Anywhere you can keep the object here more closer, then also the image formed will be highly diminished, virtual and erect image. So while drawing the ray diagram, you have seen that the convex mirror always form what type of image? Virtual, erect and small size, highly diminished size object image is formed. Now when you compare the ray diagram for each position of the object in front of the concave mirror and the convex mirror, you can see that the concave mirror always form real and inverted image. This is inverted image, inverted, real. The rays are really meeting at a point. Here, when the object is at C, where the image is formed, it is also formed at C of the same size. The object is between F and C. The image size increases, but it is real and inverted. The object is at F. The image is formed at infinity. Again, real and inverted. The size is enlarged. But only at this position, that then when the object is placed between pole and the focus, the image is virtual, erect and magnified. So here it is acting as magnifying mirror. Here it is acting as magnifying mirror. In contrary, that in case of convex mirror always from virtual and erect image, that is behind the mirror. Always it is forming image behind the mirror at all position. Object at F, the image is formed here. Object between F and pole, the image is formed here. Object at C, the image is formed behind the mirror. So always it forms image behind the mirror, which is virtual, erect, and what about the size? It is small size image is formed by the convex mirror. Now you will draw the ray diagram for the image formation by the concave mirror and the convex mirror, and you will tabulate the result in the convenient format, in this format. When the position of the object, position of the image, suppose here the object position is infinity, where the image is formed at the focus, what is the nature, real, inverted, what is the size of the image, highly diminished. Next, the object is moving towards the mirror. First infinity, then beyond C, then at C, then between F and C, then between pole and F. At all position, we will draw the ray diagram and you will fill this table, position of the image. Here I have written U. The position of the object is denoted by U. The position of the image is denoted by the V. Here you can see there is relationship between the position of the object and the image and the focal length of the mirror. The object is moving in front of the concave mirror. It is moving closer to the mirror. First here it is at infinity. Now the object is beyond C. At C, what we are observing, the image is becoming bigger and bigger. And what about the position of the image? It is moving far from the mirror. The object is moving in front of the mirror and the image is moving away from the mirror. It means there is relationship between the object position, image position at the focal length. So in next portion you will study about this relationship, and that is called as the mirror formula. Here also convex mirror formula, concave mirror formula will study in the next video. Before that, you should know about the uses of concave mirror. Concave mirror, they are commonly used in torches, searchlight, the backside of the torch. Reflecting surface is concave. Searchlight, the reflecting surface of the searchlight is concave. Vehicles headlight, to get powerful parallel beam of light. हेडलाइट्स में हमेशा कौन सी मिरर, इनका जो रिफ्लेक्टिंग सरफेस होता है, बल्ब के पीछे वाला जो सरफेस है वो कॉनकेव मिरर, एंड बल्ब इज फिटेड एट देयर फोकस, है ना, focus of that concave surface, so that the after reflection from that concave surface the reflected rays become parallel. Concave mirror are often used as shaving mirror. Why? Because to see larger image of the face. When the mirror is very near to the object, we obtain virtual, erect and larger image. That's why it is used in shaving mirror. Dentists also use concave mirror to see large images of the teeth of the patient. Large concave mirror are also used in solar furnaces, in solar cooker, portable solar cooker that we use at our home. It has plain mirror, but in solar furnaces where the temperature should go high, है ना, in order to boilers, है ना, where the concentrator type mirror, that is the concave mirror, is used to concentrate the sunlight, because sunlight is very diffuse. उसको कंसंट्रेट करने के लिए एक पॉइंट में, जितनी सनलाइट क्या होती है, पैरेलल होती है, तो उसको एक पॉइंट उसके फोकस में कंसंट्रेट किया जाता है, सो दैट द टेम्परेचर get increases. So in solar furnaces also concave mirrors are used. Now, uses of convex mirror. If you are viewing a tree using plane mirror, will you be able to see the full length of the tree? No. So you can't see full length of the image of tall building through plane mirror or concave mirror, but using convex mirror you can see full length image of a tall building or a tree from distant. Such type of a convex mirror is placed in the Taj Mahal of Agra to see images. If you happen to be there, see through it. Convex mirrors are commonly used as rear view mirror, wing mirrors in the vehicle. Side view mirror, साइड मिरर जो होती है कॉन्वेक्स मिरर होती है व्हीकल्स में. These mirrors are fitted on the side of the vehicle, which help the driver to see traffic behind for safe driving. They are, and another cause why convex mirror is used, because it has wider field of view. Convex mirror helps the driver to view much larger area than it would be possible with a plain mirror. That's all. Thank you.